Crazy things people found in their backyard. One night in Florida, a man was woken up by a splashing noise. He went into his backyard and found an alligator in his pool. It took 6 hours to remove the 10-foot-long alligator. One day, an unemployed man named Wayne Sabaj found a bag of money in his backyard. Inside the bag was $150,000. He reported it and his neighbor said that it was hers. She said she buried it because the money was cursed. Later that year, Wayne and his neighbor Dolores both passed away. One day, a family in Wisconsin was doing some yard work. That was when they uncovered a mysterious metal door. When they went inside, they found a nuclear fallout shelter. One day, a man in Argentina named Jose found a massive egg. They soon found out it was the shell of an extinct animal. It was a glyptodont shell that was 12,000 years old. These are the most mysterious underwater discoveries. In 2012, the ancient Egyptian city of Heraklion was discovered. This was found off the northern coast of Egypt. For many years, people thought this place wasn't real, but they discovered that it was. They found statues of Egyptian and Greek gods, and even massive columns with mysterious messages written on them. To this day, it's not known how the ancient city ended up underwater. Some blame an earthquake, while others say it was a tsunami. In 1944, a tank and its crew went missing. But in 2007, the tank was found in the Baltic Sea. The crew's belongings were inside the tank. And what happened to the crew is also unexplained. In 2011, sonar equipment found something strange. It looked like a gigantic spaceship had crashed into the sea. Some speculated this could have been a military aircraft that crashed into the sea. What scientists found in the Chernobyl Forest shocked the world. In 1986, the Chernobyl nuclear power plant exploded. A 30-kilometer exclusion zone was set up, and no one was allowed in or out. But as the nuclear plant was exploding, scientists saw something strange in the sky. What appeared to be half man, half bird was seen flying in the sky. This has since been dubbed the Blackbird of Ukraine. It was even seen the day after the meltdown. Many other scary things have been seen too, for example, animals that don't look right. Some believe that the nuclear radiation in the area has caused some animals to look strange. Another scary thing they found is known as the elephant's foot. This is a reactor core lava formation. It is the most radiated thing in the world. A mirror had to be used to capture the first image of it because if you went too near, then you would pass away. Scariest things people found in the jungle. One day, a man named Erwin Saunders was in the jungle. That was when he found a mysterious humanoid creature. This creature does not even look real, but it is. It looks similar to a tiny monkey, but this jungle is not an area where monkeys live. In 2019, a whale was found in the Amazon rainforest. It's not known how this whale got into the rainforest. Some believe a gigantic wave picked up this whale from the ocean, and the whale then flew through the sky and landed in the jungle. But the nearest whales are found thousands of miles away from this jungle. To this day, the whale remains unexplained. In the jungles of Bali, a mysterious Boeing 737 plane was found. The plane is totally abandoned and no one knows who owns it. The crew and passengers have never been heard from, and the mysterious plane does not have the marking of any airline. The most amazing abandoned vehicles ever found. The 1948 Buick Norman Timms Special is a very rare classic car. But one day the car was sold to someone who left it in the California desert for 50 years. Amazingly, someone found this car and was able to restore it. The 1957 Plymouth Belvedere Sports Coupe is an amazing car, but in 1957 this car was buried underground as part of a time capsule project. 50 years later, in 2007, the car was dug up, but today it can be found at a car museum in Illinois. In one forest in Chengdu, there are many cars which have been abandoned. These are normally left by wealthy businessmen fleeing the country for various reasons. In Dubai, many sports cars are left abandoned. People even leave behind million-dollar Ferraris which are left to collect dust. Incredible things found in abandoned millionaire mansions. One day, a broke student was visiting his grandmother's mansion. That's when he went into her garage for the first time. Inside, he found 2 supercars that had been collecting dust for 20 years. One of them was a 1981 Lamborghini Countach, and the other was a Ferrari 308. One day, an urban explorer was walking around an abandoned mansion. He found various unusual things, but inside one bag was lots of cash. One day, someone was exploring the grounds of an abandoned mansion in Spain. That's when they saw something in a bush. When they got closer, they realized it was an abandoned Ferrari Daytona. It's not known why the mansion or car was abandoned. In 1997, Nicolas Cage bought Action Comics #1, but one day it was stolen from him. But years later, it was found in an abandoned storage locker. Kids went into an abandoned warehouse and this is what they found. One day, some kids in Bulgaria were hanging out outside an abandoned warehouse. That's when they had the idea to break in and explore. The warehouse had been left for 25 years. And when they went inside, they found something amazing. Under some sheets were 12 E34 BMW 5 Series cars. The cars were all brand new and had never been driven, but it was a mystery who the cars belonged to and why they had been abandoned. The cars were not on the record and had no paperwork attached to them. Some believe these may have been cars purchased by the mafia. It's believed they were imported from Saudi Arabia, but for whatever reason the Bulgarian mafia never used or sold the cars. Instead, they left them abandoned in this warehouse for 25 years. A coin from the future has been discovered in Mexico. One day, a construction site worker named Diego Alves found a coin. That's pretty common on construction sites, but when he studied it, he was stunned. That's because the year on the coin was 2039. This suggests it's from around 20 years in the future. He believes the coin is from Germany. That's because the words in the coin say Nuevo Alemania, which translates to New Germany. Some believe that this coin could be from a parallel universe, and others say it could be from an altered timeline in history. Some even say that this is a prediction of what may happen to Germany by 2039. Maybe something big will happen to the country which makes it into New Germany. What do you think is the explanation behind this coin from the future? Amazing things found with metal detectors. In 2008, a man named Mike found a 385-year-old gold chalice. This was from the Spanish boat Santa Margarita. He later sold it for $1 million. One day, a man with a metal detector in Mexico found the boot of Cortez. This is the largest gold nugget in the world. In 2008, it sold for $1.6 million. One day, Eric Laws was searching for some coins on a beach. That's when his metal detector found some amazing buried treasure. He found gold and silver coins from 450 AD, and this later sold for nearly $3 million. One day, a man metal detecting in a field found a 1,800-year-old English helmet. This was the Crosby Garrett helmet, worth nearly $4 million.